Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, the NXT Ring Report. Coming up, we told you last week, Joe Henry was named the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. He will meet Ethan Page for the NXT Championship this Sunday at No Mercy. We'll have that. But beforehand, Joe Henry has the NXT concert for Ethan Page. We'll do the Joe Henry concert coming up. Also, too, Zachary Wentz and Wesley comes face to face on their final one-time meeting before these former tag team partners now bitter enemies on a face to face for their epic encounter in No Mercy coming up. Also, too, coming up, you sure? Please. Wendy Chu and Keontae Jordan. Wendy Chu picks a mystery opponent for Keontae Jordan for their anticipated matchup at No Mercy as well. Plus, the Angelo family and a No Cash Crew battle in a mixed 6-person tag team match as well. And two right here, coming up right here. If we can show it, please. Fatal Influence taking on Jakar Jackson and Lash Legend, as well as Carmen Petro looks for payback against the physical Izzy Dane. Man, we getting the Pro Wrestling Show started for the NXT Ring Report. Also, too, a former WWE superstar that was on NXT. He got released by WWE. We'll tell you the latest on what's going on with Gable Stevenson being released by the Buffalo Bills. Man, what's going on? And plus, there have been rumors circulating that the Performance Center may be leaving out Orlando and may be heading west to Vegas. We'll get to it as Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Skip Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss that thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Man, oh man, what a show we have for you. Coming up, we're going to give you reviews and what happened on NXT right now. So let's not waste your time whatsoever right now. Let's get things started right here, right now. We start with a huge tag team match as Fatal Influence. You see right here, they won their match tonight over Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson. Jakar Jackson was no match against Fatal Influence. I think they're trying to be like Toxic Attraction. Where you got JC Jane, who was part of the original Toxic Attraction with Gigi Jolin and Mandy Rose. Now you got Fallon Henry dressing like a cowgirl, and JC Jane dressed like herself from a previous incarnation of Toxic Attraction. So I guess that's all coming boiling down. But Fatal Influence won their match tonight, that tag team match against Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson. Well, Patrick Pitino, I forgot her name. She took down Izzy Dame tonight. Izzy Dame didn't have no match against her, so Izzy Dame gonna have to find a way next time to beat who down the road. Also, too, we know that the NXT Women's Championship will be on the line as Roxanne Perez set to defend her championship against Jada Parker. Jada Parker, this is her first time getting a shot at the NXT Women's Championship after what went down. Now Jada Parker last week earned herself the right to meet Roxanne Perez. These two women will meet. We know last week that this week I meant to say Jada won this week to win the #1 contendership. Well, you see right here, Jada and Roxanne Perez, they had a face-to-face sit down, and sit down wasn't nothing too interesting to do. I think last Jada Parker
trying to fill out um you know who um Roxanne Perez, but she slapped the taste out of her mouth doing what she did like she was from the streets and stuff. Could Jada bring that attitude and that unexpectedness and intensity to that championship match? That's the question that everyone wants to know, and everyone could get in the answer that Jada could be the answer to the key. We'll see, but we'll let you know and predict the outcome, special Sunday for that match. Well, we know the Don. He will Tony D'Angelo will be in action as Tony D'Angelo set to meet um Obafembi for the NXT Championship, NXT North American Championship, as you see right here from last week. Tony D'Angelo looked at the championship. He moved on from the Heritage Cup and now wants the NXT North American Championship. But you got to take away from the big guy, Obafembi. If he that wants to take it away from Oba, he gonna have his hands full. If you know what I mean. Obafembi not backing down one bit. That saying that he's ready, he's gonna prepare himself on what he got to do in order to keep his championship intact. So we'll see how that's gonna go down eventually coming up. So hey, between that match and stuff. Well, we know that Keani Jordan will have her hands full. Speaking of NXT Women's North American Champions, well, Keani Jordan holds the NXT Women's North American Championship. Keani Jordan sent that message last week as well to Wendy Chu. Wendy Chu, the challenger. Wendy Chu Pent. Um, what's her name? Got her name. Got that girl like to shake her booty and shake her butt. Beat her to earn this spot. Well, Whitney True decided to send Keani Jordan's mystery opponent. It was none other than Rosemary. Rosemary from TNA came out there. Rosemary. I mean, they might as well just go and bring all them TNA stars into WWE rather than just doing a talent show. But he was trying to be nice about it, but you know how they go. Business dealings and stuff, talent exchanges, NXT and Impact, NXT and TNA want to work together. So hey, it's like if they version of Forbidden Door. Wendy Chu. Left what's left of Keanu Jordan to Wendy Chu, and Wendy Chu might be in trouble, and she might be losing grip of her women's championship or NXT North American Women's Championship if she don't keep herself in order. So we'll see how that's gonna go down. Well, we know that Wesley, at the Wesley what he did last week, Wesley should be ashamed of himself, causing his tag team partner to not get. They just tagged his tag team partner out of nowhere and did what he did. Well, Wesley didn't have no choice, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Wesley and what's his name? Zachary went. They went face to face, and they talked about each other's compliment. Like Zachary was saying that he looked out for Wes when Wes was injured, was doubtful of himself, and he said he couldn't believe that Wes did what he did tonight, and Wes is going to pay for it. And Wesley saying that he's above and beyond Zachary, saying Zachary left because of mistakes. Zachary admitted that, hey, I wasn't mad enough. I had to grow up and stuff. Zachary kind of putting the fault and putting the blame on Wes that you left me and I had to be a bigger star than you, levels and stuff. And I was like, damn, man. It just goes beyond and beyond that. Like, it's like you surpass your friends, but they were just talking, trying to make it more interesting to what it was going to be, and it did. But like we said, it became that way. It became that sudden that these two want to finally get their hands on each other, and they could do they get their hands on. I'm surprised they didn't even fight, trying to get physical with each other. These two want to go at blows at each other, and we will wait and see. And this will be anticipated. between Wesley and Zachary Wren. Looking forward to seeing that match as well. Well, Trick Williams and Joe Henry had a moment backstage, and Trick Williams was telling Joe Henry good luck on his championship match. After Trick Williams helped Joe Henry become the number one contender for the NXT championship. After Joe Henry won that triple threat match last week from Wesley, and um, Trick Williams was the one that kind of got involved and did what he needed to do to you know, do what he needed to do. And one thing about Trick Williams, Joe Henry did play dividends on what he needed to do. I think Joe Henry looking forward to the matchup and stuff for him. But like I said, we could probably see that being that as well. But Joe Henry showing power and prestige in the ring. But Joe Henry had his concert. Joe Henry did a concert and made fun of the NXT champion. Ethan Page saying Ethan Page like to work out in some gear. I don't, and the fans were even eating this up. I think Ethan Page did not like that one bit. Ethan Page tried to come in the ring. Ethan Page was embarrassed by what Joe Henry was doing, and Joe Henry making a mockery of that to Ethan. And I think Ethan Page did not see that coming after Joe Henry did what he did. Well, it was announced that Trick Williams became the special guest referee due to Ava's approval. Trick Williams now will be the man count 1, 2, 3 for either Joe Henry or Ethan Page. And you can tell right here, Joe Henry took him down with a slam, and Ethan Page went down, and Trick Williams counted the 1, 2, 3. And if Trick Williams count the 1, 2, 3, we could have a new NXT champion in the name of Joe Henry. Joe Henry could be the man coming out of NXT No Mercy, holding the gold, and he could be holding the gold eventually. We will see if that be the possibility. We will see that coming up. So hey, we'll see if Joe Henry can get the job done. But Joe Henry and Trick Williams celebrating the ring. So we'll see on how what Joe Henry is going to do coming forward. Also, too, with honorable mentions as well. Um, the Chase U will go against Avion Chase and Nathan Frazier for the tag team titles, which we kind of knew that was coming. Even what's his name right here? He's going for the champion. He's taking down, trying to look good as well. So everybody's trying to I guess jock for position when you think about it. So hey, you know how they went. Callis was in action against Blade and all them. But everybody's waiting to see what Joe Henry's gonna do. So we'll see. All right. All right, they're gonna end the NXT ring report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we're hearing a report that went out earlier today that WWE.com, not WWE.com, but someone a close to source of WWE saying that the Performance Center may head out of Orlando, Florida, in its facility, and may relocate to Las Vegas, Nevada. We heard that rumor and stuff. We was kind of a little bit shocked about it. I was like, no, that don't make no sense for them taking all that, and they just built that like 10 years ago. So it just didn't make no sense to me. But someone said that someone put out that the performance is not going nowhere. It's gonna stay in Orlando. But it kind of makes sense to stay in Orlando because it's closer proximity to NXT. Why would you want to take it out? All of a sudden, unless you want to build two performance center, build one in, stay in Florida, and build one in Las Vegas. That makes kind of sense, but it just didn't make no sense. But it didn't add up to me. That that rumor got put to rest of what went down earlier and stuff, and what had happened and stuff. Okay, what someone said about the Pharaoh. So who knows what's going on. They said according to the source, there was a all employee meeting day at WWE.com in Stanford hosted by Mark Shapiro. I'm told the biggest news to come out of the meeting was that the performance. So that was not true. So hey, on that. So too, we want to get to more news as well right here. Um, the Bloodline. We'll talk about them on Friday. We'll have what's going on with them coming up. They took a picture together, so I might do that. Speaking of that, former WWE star Gable Stevenson, who got released by WWE earlier this year, now he went to the Buffalo Bills. Now the Buffalo Bills don't want him, and now Gable Stevenson is going to be a developmental. What that means, guess he's going to have to get some more work in if they want to reconsider. But Gable Stevenson, man, he just got getting released left and right. He was an Olympic gold medalist, and now. Also, too, we're hearing Roberto Carrillo. He signed with WWE. Roberto Carrillo sticking around WWE, but he's not going nowhere anytime soon. So Roberto Carrillo sticking around in WWE. So that's maybe a good thing to hear from that stuff. Roberto Carrillo. We hearing that former NXT color commentator and now SmackDown's color commentator might be a Raw commentator this Monday. Wade Barrett talked about the desk for nearly 4 years. Wade Barrett, the best decision. I mean, Wade Barrett has done it all. He's been a good commentator. I forgot about 4 years ago, Wade Barrett did color commentator. He's one of the best color commentators in WWE. And Wade Barrett, I guess that's gonna go Wade Barrett back in the front. 4 years, man. 4 years come and go. Man. All right. Tomorrow we give you a preview of what's going on on the AW Dynamite Ring Report. We'll hear from Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryanson, he'll address his future after winning the World Championship at All In. We'll hear what Daniel Bryan's future. So we'll hear that. So we're gonna end the pro wrestling show with Trick Williams and Joe Henry. No Mercy could be their night. Trick Williams, could he make the count to Joe Henry being the new champion? We'll see. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host,